There we go. Now we're live. What's up, YouTube? Shoot if you can, shoot a quick message in the chat. Let me know who's on and watching. If you're having issues getting onto the Zoom link, let me know. I can reshoot you the Zoom link as well. But otherwise, we'll give it a few minutes and we will get started. There's Ashley. What's up, Ashley? Got you muted there, Ashley, or your audio is not connecting if you are trying to talk. Let's see. Yeah. There should be a way to enact your audio there, Ashley. I'm not sure how to do it on your end, but it will look like your actual audio is enacted on. Let me see if I can.
I had it the other day. There's a dial-in feature that I clicked on the dial-in feature, and then I could hear audio.
Okay. Apparently, there's some sort of dial-in feature. There you go. Actually, now you can hear it. Oh, that's Sean. Just kidding. Oh, there you go. That's good, dude. So I guess with the dial-in feature, Ashley, you can hear that. Okay. Good. Well, no worries. Hopefully, me hearing you guys isn't super necessary. Oh, there you go, Ashley. Now say you're connected on you. Nice. There you are, Ashley. Right on. Word up. Cool. So it looks like it's just us today, guys. So I know we moved the class schedule to 11 today, so I think that I'm going to mute you, actually, just because I think yeah, so anyway, so since we moved the class schedule to 11, I think today a little bit smaller than the normal. Not that there's been huge classes anyway, but nevertheless, Saturdays we'll have kids at 10, adults at 11. Tuesday, Thursday classes will stay the same, right? 6:30 for adults, 5:30 for kids as well. So, guys, always good to see you guys. So let's get rock and roll. Thanks for coming. Let's stop. All right, guys, 20 jumping jacks. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Count them.
8, 9, 10.
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Nice. 10 squats. Get real low, kneel. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Nice. Down for 10 push-ups. I made him do come lift with me Monday, so it was leg day Monday, so his legs are super sore. So very amusing. All right, guys, 10 push-ups. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Nice. Back for jumping jacks, guys. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Good. Neil's favorite squats. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Nice, guys. Back down for 10 push-ups. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Nice job, guys. Land back. Bring your feet high up. Let's get ready for 20 chokes. Ready? Yeah, why are you showing everyone? High bar, sit around now. Why are you showing the camera? Let's get over here. So everybody can get a good look. 20 chokes. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Nice, guys. Left leg over your right knee. Elbow to your knee. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Nice, guys. Switch legs. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Nice job, guys. Let's go pony triangles. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Nice job, guys. Grab your collars. Let's give you a little break. Let's get ready to warm up the neck. Bring your chin to your chest. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Good. Chin to your shoulders. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Ears to your shoulder. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Good, guys. 20 bridges. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Nice job, guys. Let's go ahead and do 20 hip escapes. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Nice job, guys. Let's hit our 10 break balls. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Nice job, guys. Let's sit up for stretches. Left leg out, right leg in. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Let's switch legs. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Nice, guys. Both legs straight out in front. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Nice, guys. Butterfly position. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Good. Legs wide apart. Elbows to the mat. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Elbows to the mat.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Good. And sideways kneel all the way back. Good. Hold this position, guys. Keep all the weight in your shoulders. Keep it off of your neck. Make sure to breathe deep here, guys. Are you getting nervous, man?
You can smash me.
Oh, man. Just stretch. All right, guys. Roll back slowly. And let's get started. So, kneel. Go ahead and right there's perfect. Let's sit. All right, guys. So this week we're working, okay, a couple different positions here from the back. If you guys remember, okay, last week we worked a few different variations of chokes, right? But so just recap, right? Our control points, okay. I have my heels to heel. I have a slight pinch in my knees, okay. And some of the chokes that we worked, okay. A couple different variations. You guys remember a few weeks ago, the very basic lapel choke where I pull the collar down, okay? We also worked a variation where I defend, bring my hand behind the head. Also worked with variations like single arm choke and rear naked choke, right? But this week, we're kind of playing the opposite role here, okay? When someone has my back, I need to do whatever I can to defend the chokes, but also escape the back mount itself, okay? So what I'm doing from here, guys, the first thing I want to recognize, okay, when someone takes my back is which arm is coming across on the seatbelt, okay? Ideally, Neil's going to want to bring me to the same side that he has over my shoulder, okay? Like this is going to be considered his choking hand. He wants his choking hand to be on bottom, okay? So, or his strong side, okay? But when I recognize that his left arm is over my shoulder, I'm going to make the action first and bring him to his weak side. Okay, so that I'm able to defend the choke. Okay, what I want to do from here, guys, is I need to get my back to the mat, but Neil's going to do a good job here, bring his head underneath. Okay, stay tight, so that makes it really hard for me to turn my back to the mat. So what I'm going to do instead, I'm also going to kind of shrug my shoulders here, guys, right? Tucking my neck, kind of tucking my chin as much as I can. But in this position, I need to get my head to the mat. That's going to help me turn my shoulders, get my back flat. So look what I'm going to do here, guys. I'm going to bring my head all the way to the other side and put it to the mat first. Now, I'm going to plant my foot so that I can turn my hip square and shoulder walk, okay, over his hip. At this point, Neil no longer has the back, okay? He's lost this position. His only option from here, not his only option, but the most common option from here is he's going to transition into full mount, okay? He brings his leg over, pops up, and he's able to maintain that dominant position. Okay. So there's a couple of things to consider when we work this escape. I need to make sure my head is on the, I hit the below his head and bring it to the mat, but I'm also got to be aware of what his transition capabilities are. That's going to full mount, so I'm going to defend that as well. Okay, so again, he has the arm over my shoulder right away. I'm shrugging my shoulders. I bring him to his weak side. I bring my head all the way over on the opposite side. I plant my foot, keep your guard. Yeah. I plant my foot, turn my hip. Look, it's hard for him to keep his leg. Shoulder walk back. At this point, he's lost it. So now I need to be ready to recognize where he can go. More than likely, he's going to try to go to mount. So right away, I frame against his leg. So as he comes up, hip escape, keep going, and I recover full guard. Okay. Those of you who like half guard, you can also push the leg into half guard as well. Okay, it's another option. So again, good. So right away, I feel that his left arm, okay, is now his choking hands over my shoulder. So shrug my shoulders, try to tuck my chin. I fall to his weak side, bring my head all the way over. Plant my foot, shift my hip, shoulder walk. So my back is now flat. At this point, he's lost it. He's going to try to come up. So I frame against his leg. He pops up. I recover my guard, okay? Sometimes you'll find like you get a leg stuck, okay, like in a butterfly position. I like that person because then I can use it to start to bring and then sweep right back on top, okay? One more time. Boom, I recognize which arm is over the shoulder. So I take him to the opposite side or his weak side. Bring my head all the way to the other side. Plant my foot, square my hips. Shoulder walk, okay? Frame against his leg. He comes up, I hip out. I'm able to recover my guard, okay? Again, in some cases you can work in a butterfly, you can work in a half guard. Really doesn't matter as long as you've got back into a guard that you're comfortable in, okay? All right, guys, so work that back and forth for just a little bit, and then we're going to move on. Hands up. 1, 2, 3. Nice. You're talking like when I shift my hip. Yeah, so it's kind of both, right? Because I'm not actually like he's not really past my guard in a sense, right? So like, let's do this one just a little bit. Okay. So like I'm here, right? Once I shift my hip, I'm already over. So like I can keep this leg in a half guard if I want, but yes, like so now once I'm here, he comes up, I frame, I hip escape, and I bring that knee out so that I can recover. So yes, answer your question. Yeah. Good, Ashley. Make sure if you guys go to half guard from here, right? Like you kind of have an idea of where you're going from half guard, right? So don't just go to half guard for the sake of going to half guard. Make sure when you recover to half, you're automatically moving into a sweep position, right? Getting an underhook, whether it's deep half, right? Have an idea of where you're going. There you go, Sean. Good. Nice, Jason. Said we have the TV. It'll be easier to see everyone.
So how to get to looking at like
that screen. But especially like since it's just Sean and Ashley, like the screens are bigger. But when we have 6, 7 people, yeah, it gets smaller. Good. Actually, try to use both hands to fight the leg. Right, for just one, especially like in a real life scenario, they're going to be fighting hard. You're going to have to use both to push. There you go.
Did really good, no party.
That's the movement. All right, guys. So let's kind of flip the role, okay? The same concept, right? When someone has your back, we want to work. Scoop this with you. We want to work. We want to work the escape. Obviously, when someone has our control, but the same concept goes where if I have his back and he's starting to use that escape on me, I need to know where I transition, right? Because if we commit to a position that's lost without really recognizing it's lost, it just puts us in a bad position, right? So same concept, right? I have my seatbelt control. Neil's able to recognize which side, right, that I have my arm over his shoulder. So he brings in my weak side. Okay? He brings his head all the way over. He shoulder walks, guys, here. Okay? His hip is over my leg. His back is to the mat now. The back's lost. Okay? This is when I have to start to recognize and make my transition right away. So look how my hand that was over his shoulder goes to his collar. My hook, okay, is going to feed all the way across his body. I stay tight against his hip. Okay. Now I'm going to pull his collar, shift my hip around his, and my arm's kind of stuck here, but I'm going to pull it up, close on the mat, and come right back to top side mount control. Okay. The idea here is to stay tight and alleviate any space when transitioning in the mount, right? Because again, as you guys know, as we're working, they're going to try to push your leg and recover the guard. Okay. I want to stay tight and keep it going to push my leg either in between or completely escaping their hip and recovering guard, right? So I'm here, he brings me to the weak side, boom, head goes over, right away. If I bring my leg and I hug his hip and I stretch all the way, he feels pressure on his leg the whole time. Boom, and I pop back up and stay in mount position, okay? I kind of squeeze my knees together a little bit so that way if you start pushing my hip, right, I can ride and stay really tight here. If I'm loose here and he pushes my hip, look, it's able to recover guard, okay? So I want to make sure I stay connected and squeeze. When he pushes, it makes it really hard to push my hip away, okay? So again, in this transition, once I'm here, he brings me to the weak side, boom, comes over, I grab, here guys, this leg is important. I can't just step over and keep it loose, okay? I can't be lazy with that leg. I have to bring my heel and I hug. Look how I kind of turn his leg towards mine as I straighten my leg and bring the hips around. He can tell you I'm squeezing his legs together, okay? So if he pushes my hip from here, look, it's hard. I'm clamping with that leg, squeezing, pulling myself on top. If I let the leg be lazy, I'm just going to push it away, as you guys can see when you guys are working the escape and recover his guard. All right? So now work that transition into mount, okay? Just for a few minutes, and then we're going to move on, okay? Revisit everything we worked this week. Hands up. 1, 2, 3. Good shot. Nice, Jason. Good, Ashley. Good, Ashley. Sean, you gotta tell your dummy to relax more, man. It's just a drill. Yeah, it depends, right? Like, oh yeah. Yeah, what you're saying like is this here, right? Like if you're bringing in my weak side, I already have that grip anyway. What you're saying? So like when yeah, like so I'm already here. It's easy to grab the grip from here. You know what I mean? It's right there. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's already there. Yeah. If you got it, man. Good, Jason. When you go to mount, make sure you're putting your hands back on the mat, right? Because they're gonna move, right? We gotta think real scenario here. So go to mount. So when I go back in the mount, I have the collar, and I'm here. I want to make sure my hands are back on the mat. He's gonna move, you know. So I want to make sure I'm able to hold my base until he stops moving, and then once he kind of calms down, then I can start working right back into different positions. Okay. But if you commit to that collar grip and you don't put it back on the mat, you could bridge and roll. And if you're holding and you forget to let go, it's gonna roll you. You know.
You know, it's catching momentum there when they go to
Yeah, exactly.
If they don't base out, it's like you just roll with them and they're off.
Exactly.
So they got close. They move.
All right, guys, everyone looks good here. Okay, so let's go back to where we're defending from the back. Okay, so Neil has my back, but now, okay, so I switch your grips. He's able to get right his choking hand on my shoulder, but he's able to bring me to his strong side. Okay, this is the last place that I want to be. Let's scoot back just a little bit so we have. I gotta figure out those cameras so I'm in the same exact spot. So he brings me to his strong side. Boom. Okay. He's got his collar grip. Okay. Let's still play worst case scenario. What I don't want to do, guys, and a lot of people, and not that it's wrong, okay, but they start to grab this lapel, okay, the same side that he's grabbing, and they hold it as if it's going to stop his elbow from escaping and choking me. Okay. For sure, it'll buy me some time, right? It makes it more challenging, right? So it's not as it's wrong, okay. But the problem is when I start to open my lapel, I actually make it easier for him to get tighter. Okay. Now, what I like to do instead, as always, I'm going to shrug my shoulders and try to tuck my chin. Okay, this kind of helps me a little bit. But I'm going to grab his sleeve. Okay, I'm going to grab the material by his elbow. Okay. And what I'm doing here is I have to stop his elbow from escaping so to finish his choke. So I'm going to pull everything to my chest. I'm going to shrug my shoulders and tuck my chin kind of into his forearm here. Okay. So when I'm here, Neil, try to finish the choke. Like extend your hips, try to pull. I can stop. Now, it takes quite a bit of like holding strength here, right? So I don't have a lot of time to just sit here and hold. Eventually my arms are gonna get tired, right? So I'm pulling his elbow to my chest, but look, just like before, I'm gonna bring my foot to the mat, okay?
And what I'm doing is I'm using my heels to bring my hips actually down towards his feet. So I'm not walking over his shoulder. I'm actually scooting my hips down towards his feet. Now, he can tell you my head's already popping out. Boom. Once it pops, I need to bring this elbow down to the mat. Look how I shift, or I thread the needle with my legs. Bottom leg comes out, shift my hips, and I come back here into full guard. Okay. So again, we're here. He gets his collar right away, guys. I grab. I'm shrugging. I'm pulling his elbow here as much as I can. Okay. Doesn't give me a ton of time, but it definitely slows it down. Plant my foot. I use my heels to drive my hips down as I pull his arm up, and I turn right back in. Okay. So the exposure you have here, okay, all comes back down to timing. So what can happen is when he brings me to this side and he feels that my head is not popping out, okay, boom, he switches to the Kimura grip, okay, bring him over, and he tries to go for the arm lock, right? If I allow him, he's going to shift his hips, okay, bring his leg over, right, and finish the arm lock, okay? So if you get caught in that scenario where you're here, boom, driving the hips down, I pop, he switches his grip, just stay heavy on the leg. Look, all my weight is on his leg, Neil. Switch your hips. No, for real, like switch your hips.
You're so heavy.
Stop playing for the camera, right? Right? But look, even if he lifts me up, go. Let's try hold his leg. Go ahead and arm up me. Go ahead. He can't.
So heavy.
If I stay heavy on the leg, or I block his leg from coming over. Okay? So, but the idea is to go to get my elbow down, and I shift my hips back underneath so I can come into full guard. All right? So guys, let's try that for just a few more minutes, and then we're going to add on, I think, one more variation. And that'll be it for as far as the techniques today, okay? All right, guys, hands up. 1, 2, 3. That's simple. Heavy on the leg, and I wouldn't realize until somebody's doing it to me how. Yeah,
How it just blocks me.
Yeah, because most people will like bridge. I'm like, I want to stay heavy. I want to help with my hips there. Actually, your phone isn't showing the video. Showing yours either. There you go. Sean's back. Oh yeah, I got one too. Oh, this is funny. Good, Jason. Good job. On the arm. Yeah, I keep it just to make sure I can control where his arm is going, you know. And then once I'm like, okay, I'm safe, then I can let go, release. So, for example, like I grab here, boom, I got his gi, I'm pulling everything in. I'm here. So like I'll usually keep here for now, right? So I can control his arm. And then once I thread the needle, then I let go. Right? So I keep it in kind of time turning or threading the needle.
Good, Ashley. Good. You guys look good with this, okay? The biggest thing with this technique is the hips driving down, right? So making sure that when I'm on my side, okay, it's gonna be really hard for me to just try to force this out, right? Or just tuck my head. I have to really drive my hips down. And a lot of times it may take more than one time, right? Like anything. I mean, the first time I try to pull my hips down, it may not work, especially if you have like tight hooks in, it makes it hard. So I may have to drive. Boom. Look like I'm punching away, putting my hips, and bringing it back, okay? So, let's again flip roles here real quick and talk about how and what we can do when someone is using this escape on us, okay? When you have your back control, okay? So, I'm here, I have my collar grip. Let's just move it this way. There we go. And I bring him to my strong side. So I'm in a good position here, guys. But Neil's smart. He's able to control, pull an elbow, right? Sinks his hips down, and he pops out right here, okay? Right as soon as I know, right? Like, man, I'm gonna lose his head, okay? I already feel it. As soon as he pops out, I'm switching to the Kimura grip and punching towards his hips, okay? So that's my cue and my recognition, right? But when I'm here and I feel that his head's popping out, I transition right away. Boom. Kimura grip and punch towards his hips. Why? Because in order for Neil to finish this escape, he has to bring his elbow down to the mat so that he can thread the needle, turn back in, right, and get back to full guard. Okay? So, get back. So, once we're here, okay, his head starts to pop out. I switch my grip and I punch. When I'm punching towards his hip, he can't bring his elbow down. Go ahead, Neil. Try to bring your elbow to the mat. Doesn't take much strength, guys. I'm not pulling towards my chest here. If I pull right here, it's going to help him, right? Bring his elbow down. Exactly. But if I just punch towards his hips, okay? Look, go ahead, Neil. It stops him from able to turn his elbow, okay? So now from here, I can start the transition for the armbar, okay? But like I talked about, it's very common for them to get real heavy on the leg here, okay? So I'm not using my legs to move this or my upper body. I'm just shifting my hips, okay? So look how my leg that was in the hook comes over. And right now my left hip is pointing to the ceiling. I'm gonna bring my left hip down to the mat and try to bring my right hip, which is on the floor, to the ceiling, okay? And I shift my hip, okay? I'm gonna rotate. Look how my leg stays flat almost. And it brings him up. Then I can bring my foot to hold him here. Why? Because if I stay down, he's going to drive his back over my legs and give me a hard time. So as soon as I can shift my hip, I post it to support him here. Then I can shift my hip one more time. Leg comes over. I can sit up, work, pinch my knees, and finish the arm lock position. Okay? Go forward. Good. So again, I have my choking, my hand on the collar. Boom, I'm here. He starts to bring his hips down. Head comes out. I switch my grip and punch the Kimura grip. Okay? Leg comes over. Okay? Now, I'm shifting my hip, guys. Okay? So it's a lot of like hip and glute action here in order for me to make this rotation. Boom. Post, shift. Leg comes over. Pinch your knees. And finish. All right? So let's work that back and forth. Oh, I think I lost Ashley there. And Smith. He's coming back in, okay. But yeah, Sean needs to work that, and then we'll get Ashley back in here
in a second. Welcome back, Ashley. Can you hear me now? Okay, here, I'll re-show what we're working. All right, so you guys ready? Okay, cool. So again, here from the back, right? I have my choking grip and I'm on my strong side, but Neil is working the escape that we just worked, right? He brings his hips low, pops his head out right here, guys. Go back just a little bit, Neil. As soon as his hips sink down, and pull his head out a little bit. There. This is what I need to recognize, that his head's popping out, right? So I've lost the choke, it's over, okay? So I'm gonna switch right away to the Kimura grip as he pulls my arm over, because he feeds it right to me. And I punch towards his hips. Because the whole objective for him to escape is he needs this elbow to come down so he can turn back in. But if I have this grip where I punch towards his hips, go ahead and bring your elbow down, Neil. Go ahead, try hard. Go. Do it. Won't work, okay? So I'm just punching like a stiff arm, okay? My leg is going to come over his hip so that I can transition to the arm lock. Now, this is the hardest part, because I need to shift my hip. So right now, my left hip is pointing towards the ceiling. I need to bring my left hip to the mat and my right hip towards the ceiling. So it's a lot of like glute and hip action here so that I can rotate my body, okay? Notice how he lifts up, okay? I rotate my body, then I post my leg, and I bring a support system for, so now he can't drive. If he tries to drive his weight over my legs, look, I can follow. And then I hip out again, leg comes over, and I finish, okay? Because what will happen here is when we're in this position, okay, we're here, he brings my head over, I'm here. When I start to transition, I come here. If I don't do anything with this leg, he's gonna drive his weight back down, right? So to avoid that, I shift my hip and I post my leg behind. If he drives, I just turn and I follow. Keep driving him. Look, and then I bring my leg over and finish like normal. Okay? So spend a couple minutes working that, guys, and then I'm gonna show you one last little secret technique. Not a secret, but one of my favorites.
That is breaks everything.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah, otherwise you keep driving.
It's like I'm not going anywhere.
And like with anything, it's timing. You know, like if they know it first, like I'm aware of it, I'm gonna keep driving my weight over. You know, before you can even turn. So timing's everything.
I feel like it's almost like if you want to attack the rate that's lower, but you're putting yourself in that position. If you want to try to clear this leg going like this, you can bring that one all the way over on the bottom.
So the one that's on the bottom is one I'll keep over. And then I wait, because then ultimately they're gonna transition them out. Mm-hmm. As soon as they start I feel transition, they go to the fin. Nice, Jason. Good, Sean. You know, I was never big on the whole grappling dummy thing, man. But after watching Sean, honestly, I'm like, yeah, it's not a bad tool to have. Nice. Yeah, there you go, Jason. Yep. Now punch towards your hips. Yeah. I might be muted. Oh yeah, you guys, well, you were muted. Barely. Hold on, might be me though. Hang on. Go ahead again. I can barely hear you guys. Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Neil, just sit right in front of the camera. Sit up, yeah. So I'll try to show you sitting up here just so you get a better look, right? So imagine I'm on my side, I have the collar grip, right? Neil's controlling my sleeve, okay, and my elbow. As he starts to sink his head out, look how I'm switching. My hand that was on the collar goes towards his wrist. So it's literally this. It's literally this grip here, right? Exact how I'm holding now. So the hand that's over the shoulder grabs the wrist. The hand that was under grabs my own wrist, right? But the only difference is now he pulls my head over, and I'm just punching towards his hips. Does that make sense? So. Yes, exactly. So to give you, turn sideways, Neil. To give you just another view. No more. Okay. So I have the choke, right? The hand on the collar. So I'm here. As he starts to slip out, right? Boom, right there. And right away, I'm punching. I have to punch right away because it's going to be natural when he brings this on over. He's going to sit up, right? And if I'm pulling towards him, I'm going to help him. So I need to make sure that as soon as this transitions, I punch. So he's trying to sit up. Go ahead, boom. Yeah, I can keep him down. Then I can start to work my transition to the arm lock.
When you punch your hips like that, I mean that's tight.
Yeah, it's hard to move. I use that a lot in like the.
Because the only way you can move it is nobody has the strength. They don't build that strength to do.
Yeah, it's
It's
hard.
right here. I mean,
And it's just because it's not strength. I'm stiff arming. So like it's your elbow right from my whole body.
Yeah, locked down.
Yeah. Yeah, it's almost identical. The only difference being is that because they're escaping, I have to really shift my hip, right? Because they're heavy on that leg. Yeah, no arm. Yeah, for sure. Like, I mean, it all comes in timing. You know, I do the push one too, but I do that more from here. You know, like, for example, like if I have the choke here, you know, and they're kind of like up on me, you know, then I'll start to like come here. You know, but I like to keep, if I have the collar grip, man, I don't like to let go unless I absolutely have to, you know. So. Nice, Ashley. Good. All right, guys. I want to show you. I have these videos already recorded, showing these techniques. Okay, so I'm just going to do a little bit of editing and kind of put it together, and I'll release it here probably Sunday. But just because you guys are here, I want to show this variation of the technique as well. Okay. It's one of my favorites, especially when you're brought to the weak side, right? We still have an opportunity to submit. So let's take the drilling, turn this way. Let me see. What do you think about that? We're going to want to be, yeah, I think this will work for now. Okay, so when I have, okay, my seatbelt position, I've already fed, right, the hand of the collar, okay? I can be in seatbelt as well, it doesn't really matter, but let's just assume I have the collar grip already in play, okay? But Neil is smart, he brings me to my weak side, okay? Now we talked about the escape, okay? We're in the street. Yeah. There we go. So I'm here, he brings me to the weak side, okay? Right away, right, normally we talk about my choking hand, normally wanting to be on the bottom, right? Going to my strong side. But because I'm here, I don't need to feel lost, okay? I still have a good option to finish the fight from here, okay? But I have to act fast because if he's smart, he's going to bring his head all the way to the side. Once that happens, that's over, okay? So as soon as I go to my weak side, look what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to bring my head deep underneath. Sorry, I hope I'm not like making all kinds of noise. Okay, so my head deep underneath, my foot goes to the hip, and I'm going to grab his pants, okay, here. Now, what I'm doing, guys, is like I'm looking up at the ceiling here. Now, Neil, bring your head to the mat. Go ahead.
Choking myself.
Go ahead, bring your head to the mat. Yeah. Because what happens, guys, when I'm here, I'm behind his head. It makes it easy for him to bring his head to the mat. Okay, exactly. But if I can shift my hip, so I bring my foot to his hip, and I turn my body underneath, right, and I use his pant leg to help me with this, it makes it to where he can't put his head on the mat because I'm underneath him directly. Okay, so go ahead, Neil. You don't choke you, try to bring your head to the mat. It makes it hard, okay? So now look here, guys. I keep control of his pant. I keep his collar. My foot's on the hip, okay? I'm going to use this to bring my foot all the way over the other side, okay? And my top leg's going to swing really wide as I pull his elbow, and I want to pull my elbow into the pocket of my hip, okay? Now I'm going to turn for the sake of the technique, okay? So we land here, okay? Like this. Big detail is my elbow needs to stay tucked to my hip, right? I can't have it open. His head's going to pop out, okay? Elbow underneath into my hip. The grip that's on the pant, I'm going to pull everything to me. I pull my elbow. I'm driving my hips forward. And I finish the bow and arrow choke, okay? So, again, we'll go from this side to this side. So I'm here. Boom. He brings me to my weak side. Okay? Right away, my foot goes to the hip. I grab his pant. I'm shifting underneath and looking up at the ceiling, guys. Okay? Now, when I'm here, I bring my foot that's on the bottom all the way over. I swing my leg really wide as I pull everything in. Arm leg over the shoulder. Pull everything tight. Tuck the elbow. And finish. Okay? One more time. Back from the first side. We're going to go 5 more times, guys, just so you guys get a really good look
Watch the shade
at this choke. At least 10 more chokes for you guys, okay? So, let's go this way, to the right. No, to the right. To the right, Neil.
Let's go get oxygen.
All right. So I have my grip. Okay, he brings me to the weak side. Right away, I'm gonna look underneath and grab his pant and bring my foot to the hip. So I'm here. Okay. Now, Neil, bring your head to the mat. Bring your hip over my leg. It's very hard for him, guys. Now, I'm going to try to bring this foot all the way over, and I hook his thigh. I'm going to swing my leg wide as I pull my elbow down, and I let him fall. Okay? Pull everything in, drive the hips, and finish. Just remember, the hand's on the collar, the elbow needs to be tucked in your hip. You'll feel it, right? If your elbow's open, you'll feel his head want to pop out. So you got to keep it tight into your hip. All right? So work that, guys. Okay, I'm going to watch and we'll see how it goes. Hands up. 1, 2, 3.
That's tight.
Yeah, man, but that big detail with that one is like, it's weird, right?
Yeah.
Because you're here and you're literally like just like crossing and looking up at the ceiling.
That's it. You know, I was doing a long arrow choke, but I've never heard that. Looking at the ceiling.
Yeah, it's helpful. But man, like you gotta be fast because normally, especially at high levels, as soon as they go that way, they're like, if I roll to the weak side, I'm already pulling here. Like it's one motion, you know. If you're like this, I'm already going boom. You know, so like you have to be fast.
I like the foot you had on the hip because if you're under him enough, like this was blocking me.
Yeah.
This was blocking me. But the foot on the opposite hip was under enough. It seems like it gave me more mobility with that leg was swinging out.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. Like the pant grip, everything kind of helps you just scoop my hip a little bit so I can kind of create that angle. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, with your legs swinging wide, and it's a mixture of the legs swinging, and what you're doing is you're more shifting your hip around so they fall. Does that make sense? Versus trying to pull the whole body, you're just shifting around so they fall and bring your leg over the shoulder. Yeah, I definitely probably it's too relaxed. Yeah, like, I'm looking at the movements though, like just the body mechanics look good though, you know. So like, obviously it's different when you have someone who's resisting, but the mechanics are there, you know. Yeah, man. Like, but I'm all about like use the tools that work is cheap, you know. Ashley, your camera went away.
There she is.
Huh?
It was Sean that went away. Hers.
Oh, I'm sorry, Sean's went away. Sorry. No, it switched to a Sean spot when his went away. No one. You're muted, Sean. Oh yeah, no worries, man. Yeah. All good, bro. Good. Nice, Jason. You having a hard time, Ashley?
What she's saying.
There you go. Now make sure you look up at the ceiling. Yeah. Yes. Swing that right leg and then you're kind of letting him fall. Yes, leg over the shoulder.
I see what she did. She didn't put her left leg. When you're bringing it over, shifting her hip, she didn't do that, so she's under him more.
Yeah, yeah. So look here, Ashley. Well, that depends too, like on body type as well.
Mm-hmm.
So we're here. Speak this more. Yep. Okay. So we're here, right? Boom. Everything looks good. You're grabbing the pant leg, foot goes to the hip. Okay. When I come underneath, I kind of shift my hip so that I can turn my body. Oh, hang on. My little headset came off here. There we go. So I turn my body, right? If you can, right? So this will be where like body type will come into play, whether or not you can get your leg, right, and hook his hip. Okay. But what's going to help me is I use this foot on the hip and the pant leg to like shift my hip underneath more, so I can create more of an angle, right? So I'm trying to like where I'm almost perpendicular and looking at the ceiling here. Then when I swing my leg, I'm almost just creating space from the fall. I'm already sideways, right? So look here. I'm almost already sideways in some aspects.
and I just come over and finish. Does that make sense? Okay. Oh, we're over time. That's okay.
We started like 6 minutes.
Well, good time. They can roll. But keep going. I didn't give you guys rolling time, but you guys can roll on your own.
Yeah, she creates that angle.
Now shift your hips a little more underneath. Yeah, there you go. And then swing. Boom. Nice. Good. Good job, guys. All right. Sean, if you're still there, you can go and come back here real quick. If not, no big deal. All right. Oh, what's up, Xavier?
So cute.
All right. Guys, good work. Okay. Always awesome to see you guys training. Okay. I know you guys are consistent, so that's what I love, man. I'm going to send out a video. Okay. It's going to cover all a nicely edited video, kind of showing all the details of these techniques that we went over this week, so you guys can have them revisit, especially that last position, that choke. You'll see all those details kind of highlighted more in that video. Okay. So I'm going to try to have that out by Sunday. Shouldn't take us too long to get done, but you'll see that on the app here by Sunday, in the afternoon. Okay. Saturday class again is going to start at 11 o'clock versus 10:30. So we pushed the kids a little later. I thought it might be helpful for some of the parents, but we're going to see how that all turns out. So, anyways, be safe, guys. You guys need anything, let me know, and then I will see you guys Tuesday. All right. Have a good weekend. Thanks for coming. Bye. And virtual knuckles. All right, see you guys. Bye, Xavier.
Bye, guys.
News, what say.
Oh, is it? That's been like
Wawa. See you
Sit
next
right
week.
in the bubble. Oh, that's good stuff.